What up? What up? What up? What up?
What up?
Happy Black History Month.
Yeah, man. Black History Month, another one.
Another one. I'm out here. I got the fro out. I got my shirt from Target.
Did you purposely put that shirt on for today? Okay.
I purposely saved this shirt for today because they've been on sale at Target for like a month or two.
They've been on a month for a minute.
Yeah, I got another one too. I'm wearing next week. But I didn't purposely do my hair like this. It's just time. I'm Destiny. If you've never heard the podcast, follow me. Yes, I'm Des on Instagram.
I'm B Quarter Beats on Instagram or whatever.
Just another nigga trying to get paid.
Here you go.
But during the day, I'm B Bell. Yeah, there we go.
During the day.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Pandora, and whatever else.
And everything. We don't even know what we on anymore. Just all of them.
Yeah.
We don't know what's the acronym? Digital platforms, digital stream, DSPs.
DSPs.
Ooh, fancy.
DSPs.
Yeah, right.
What happened this weekend? What do we do this weekend?
I got my like I was telling you, I got my second COVID shot. It took me down.
Which one you get?
Moderna.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker won't put you down, baby.
You should have told us. We would have told you, don't do it. Moderna take everybody out. You gotta get that Pfizer, boy.
But Moderna good though. Moderna gonna look out for you.
Pfizer it's good, yeah, because it almost kill your ass. That's why.
Yeah.
Hey man, I was shivering and and body aching and all of that. I think, so the second day was when I really felt it. Then the third day, it started to wear off.
Yeah.
No, it was paranoid.
I bet you your feet felt like 2 frozen bags of party wings, didn't they? Them feet was freezing, nigga. I know mine was.
There you go. My whole body. My whole body was I don't know what was going on. Hey, fiance, she like, well, you got COVID? She thinking I got COVID. I'm like, man, it's the shot. I'm telling you. She thinking it's like, no, I mean, you acting like you sick all over again. I'm like, no, this the shot.
That was just the prelude. The second shot ain't nothing but the prelude. COVID. That's what I call it. I already know. That third day, I know you were sluggish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I feel like the second day was when I really felt it all. When it really just hit me, boy. Then that nighttime hit, I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down.
Yeah, you can't do shit. I know. I tried to go to work after that second day. I got to work at 6:45, and I left work about 7:15. 7:30.
Nigga said nigga gave him 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was trying. After I got done with my morning duty, I'm trying to walk down the hallway. I'm holding the damn rail. Like I was that sluggish. I said I can't do this today. I'm going home. Yeah, for real. I already know when you said Moderna. I said I already know that you was out for the count.
Yeah. But yeah, what y'all do over the weekend?
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I went to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you Royal Rumble.
Yeah, went to the Royal Rumble and shit. That shit was cool, man.
Was that your first time going?
That was my first time going to a pay-per-view. Like I've done SmackDown, I've done Raw and everything, but that was my first time ever going to a pay-per-view. So that was definitely an experience. and not to even get too crazy with it. Like they got 4 major pay-per-views, and that was one of them. They have pay-per-views all throughout the year, but the big 4 is when you got people traveling from all around the world to come to that one. So it was definitely an experience, man. We had Ric Flair. He was in our hotel. A few other wrestlers was in there. I tell you what though, like I know I enjoy wrestling, but it's some motherfucking geeks. Boy, they weird, they obnoxious, they're rude. Like dog, like we went to like a live recording of, well, it wasn't a live recording of a podcast, it was a podcast show. And it was one of those to where you couldn't have your phone out, you couldn't record or nothing. They was talking about stuff they, couldn't talk about podcasts. So they do these Q&As. Man, these damn motherfucking nerds get on here like, how in the fuck do you go on and do that type of storyline? You know we didn't like that shit. I'm like, damn, like how you talking to these people like that? Like they owe you something. So I'm just sitting back there like, damn, really? Like, this what y'all do? Because this is the first time I've ever like experienced just doing this, So it was cool, man. A wrestler caught attitude with me in the airport. It wasn't my fault. So I'm not gonna say the wrestler's name, but he has a twin brother. For those that watch, I'm sitting in the airport and I'm eating. I'm on the phone. He come walking past me. So the pay-per-view, he didn't perform that night. Him nor his brother. So I was like, man, what happened last night, baby? You ain't wrestled. This motherfucker rolling his damn luggage. He mean mugging me, gonna shrug his shoulders and shit. I'm like, oh, that's what time we on? Okay. All right. He just walked beside me and walked off. So 2 other wrestlers come through, they just standing around kicking it. So I see a little kid and his dad. And they was, had WWE merch on. And I was like, yo, such and such up the hallway and whoever else. Like, if y'all want to try to go get a pic. So as they're en route, he coming back my way. And kid come up to him like, can I get a pic? This motherfucker was like, threw his hand at him and shit. I'm like, damn, really? Like, my thing is this though. I get, what I'm saying, you don't want to do pictures and autographs and all that, all the time, but you ain't wrestled last night, homie. You wasn't on the card at all. Like, you should be happy somebody should be trying to get your autograph. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't have to come to you at all. So, fucked up part about all this, we on the same flight together.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm in Delta Comfort. He in first class. So he's sitting in there. He see me.
He flex. He like, I'm in Delta. I'm in Delta.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker like he's sitting in there and shit. He mugged me and I looked at him. You know what I'm saying? And it was 2 other wrestlers on the plane directly across from him. So as he's mugging me, I looked at her and him and I was like, yo, great match, guys. It was like, oh, thank you, man. You enjoy yourself? And I said, yes, I surely did. And I looked at his ass like, yeah. And I went to my damn seat. But other than that, though, man, St. Louis is cool. It's definitely not something on my list to be like, damn, I got to go back to St. Louis,
I know you ain't in a rush to go back to St. Louis.
Nah, I'm not. I'm really not. Like, that shit is like just another Midwestern city that's just like, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, man, that was it. That was it for me.
Destiny, what you do? No, I seen you all booed up and everything, getting your Wale on and
oh Lord. Yeah. So first let's talk about today and how I just had to fucking go off on my alma mater's athletic Twitter page.
Oh damn.
Because these motherfuckers, child. So, I live in Indiana. So it's not out of the ordinary for whites to white around here. Mm-hmm. So, obviously today is the first day of Black History Month. These fools literally post the first tweet, a part of their Black History Month campaign. This shit says, in celebration of Black History Month, it's got the 3 little different color brown hands. We're honoring our Hall of Fame members who have made an impact throughout the years. Today's spotlight is on George Chestnut, and they have like a link, I guess, to the page or whatever. And then they have a graphic that they made with a picture and a name and the stats. And, apparently George Chestnut went to Indiana State. He played basketball in 1930. It's a white man. What are we doing? What? So, of course, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I go to the page, and then they got an apology because they deleted the tweet, of course. And now they got a damn apology from the athletic director, who is a black man, by the way. And he basically taking a fall for the whole situation.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Damn, Destiny.
She probably going too.
Right. Yes. Oh wait, you coming back?
Sorry.
No. Wait, let's see.
There we go.
Maybe.
All right. You there?
Wait. Yeah, maybe. We there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my Wi-Fi just went out.
Well, shit.
There she go.
Now it went out.
Yeah, that motherfucker, boy. That's that snowstorm that's about to hit, nigga.
Man, yeah, Destiny over there need to take her Wi-Fi to her man house.
Boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, they got that real snowstorm about to hit.
Nigga, that's all I've been getting in these group chats back home. Like, motherfuckers is ready. I'm like, man, I wish I can get me a damn snow day, boy. Like, I just want it for a day, man. That's it.
Right. You
Lord,
back?
I don't know. Sorry.
All right, there we go.
I'm back.
So
I don't know. I don't know where I ended.
The athletic director.
He's black.
He took the fall for it. Yeah.
He took the fall for it. He said, it was my mistake. It was an oversight, but not something done on purpose by anyone. I'm deeply sorry. I must and will do better.
What?
Did
they not even get a publicist to write that? Like, that was horrible.
Well, I mean, there's more words in it. It's very public to speak, but you're the athletic director. You didn't post that, one. Two, it's a full campaign. Like, there's a theme around the month. So it's not like you just accidentally tweeted the wrong picture or the wrong name. Like, y'all have a full campaign around this. So y'all planned this. Y'all been talking about this for at least a month because you
like, how is a white man's picture even in the mix?
Why was that even a thought? Why was he even brought up in the planning meetings? And then to go further, y'all got graphics made, created the caption for it. What? Lost, confused. So,
go ahead.
Long story short, me and my friends lit that damn Twitter page up today because y'all did ass wrong, and you know you wrong, and y'all wrong for making that man take the fall for it too, because you know damn well it wasn't him. Now he probably either he approved it or he didn't pay no attention and approved it, but at the end of the day, he's not sitting in his day-to-day job is not to create social media.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So whose job is that? They asses need to be the hell up front saying sorry, not you.
That would be PR, wouldn't it? Shit.
I'm sure they have a social media manager. I'm positive that they have a social media manager and they probably have a marketing director. Those two people were the two people that ran this campaign. The athletic director probably signed off on it, but he probably didn't even look at the shit because you got a whole manager and director that's supposed to be smarter than the fucking average bear, but clearly nobody on the team is smart enough to know this is probably inappropriate.
So, check this out. So we got Black Lives Matter week going on this week in my district. I was talking to a coworker of mine, and the co-teacher she works with, she had to explain Black history. I mean, not Black history, but Black Lives Matter. And she was white, and she could not explain it.
Mm.
Like she was lost for words. Like she didn't know what to say, how to say it. Didn't even look to say, what should I do? He was just sitting there, just lost for words. Like she didn't know how to explain Black Lives Matter. And I'm just like, y'all still don't get it. Y'all really don't. Like it's
Mm-mm.
just, it's just cool to say, and you saying, "Oh, I feel your pain," but you don't even understand. You can't even comprehend what's so important of knowing why this matters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like shit. They put on a Kenta cough, get a peanut, and be like, George Washington Carver created the peanut, but then put a picture of an Anheuser Busch be George Washington Carver. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Yeah.
dog, y'all still just off the radar, and it's crazy because even with the shit with the news, like they're trying to take books out of school in Texas. You know what I'm saying? About just promoting you know, being gay, but then also just the whole just Black identity of what we go through and everything else. So they're talking about this is scaring their kids and everything. It's just one big fear factor that they know that they're becoming a minority.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That
Yep.
is it. And that is final. So they're trying to do everything in their power to be able to erase the history, the little that is there, you know, and keep crying wolf, be able to have things their way.
My friend, she teaches I want to say second grade, maybe second or third, or maybe even fifth, elementary school. And she said today her kids came in there and did not know what slavery was. Like hadn't heard of it, didn't think it existed, like had zero idea about slavery. I said, Lord Jesus
It's
Christ.
nuts. And what were they our kids or were
That's
they?
Mhm.
crazy.
Well, it's a urban school.
So
Okay.
yeah,
It's not. Yeah, and we can't put all the blame on them. You know what I'm saying? Because we have some people. We got people in our community that's not having a conversation with their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even care. They don't even care to have the conversation.
Right.
But when something happens, they want to be riled up. They want to yell. They want to scream. They want to do all these things.
Mhm.
But these kids don't even understand what's going on and how we got here to this point for us to be doing these things that we're still doing.
Right.
And it's nuts. I hate when this like I love Black History Month. Don't get me wrong, but as working in the school system, I hate it because I know what's about to be covered. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks,
Mm-hmm.
and you might get a sprinkle George Washington Carver in there. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, it's the same thing now. Even thinking about it on just growing up, yeah, man, it was the same. It's the same thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
just it's yeah, it's the same thing. Nobody ever tried to really make it like a interesting, you know what I'm saying, sort of thing. Like it's the same exact thing every time they recycle.
Always. Um. So my weekend also entailed me going to the Wale concert.
yeah, we
He
saw it.
came here. He came here Sunday. It was a good time. It was what I expected, a typical Wale concert. I had a great time. Um,
But
typical nigga shit. He was throwing roses in the crowd. Bitches got to fighting over the rose. I'm like, Lord Jesus.
You go to
damn, a
Kroger and go get
rose.
a dozen roses. You go to Kroger and get you a dozen of
Oh, rose,
roses.
Yeah,
bro.
you can go to You can go to Kroger, go get paid like $12.95.
Bruh.
Get you a
Oh,
dozen.
They act
But I
like you
guess maybe
voodoo motherfuckers or something.
they
right.
wanted it.
Like he didn't throw his drawers in the crowd. Like, why are y'all fighting over this little rose? Like, and it's not like it's the only rose. He been throwing roses all damn night. What the fuck? But speaking of that segues us into the first story I would like to talk about is why he crying over broccoli fest And
Who?
apparently, he said Wale is
Oh,
been having a damn tantrum about Broccoli Fest.
Now what's Broccoli Fest?
Broccoli Fest
DC.
is a music fest in DC.
Okay.
It's gotten popular over the past couple of years. It's fairly new.
Okay.
Yeah, I see
Um,
they put Jeezy on there. I was like, okay,
yeah.
this lineup is getting a little random.
Well, their tickets went on sale today, and they dropped the lineup today. Tickets went on sale today. I got mine, but apparently Wale was supposed to perform, but he wasn't on the poster. So I don't know if that's why he was upset, because a lot of people, his supporters is like, "Oh yeah, we Broccoli Fest know they wrong because Wale and Rico Nasty and I want to say they said our Linux maybe need to be." They felt like the DC artists should have been the headliners. And he was like, "Well, it's not about me headlining, it's about respect." And niggas was like, "Well, what the fuck does
What?
that mean?" First of all, you knew that you weren't headlining. You knew who else was performing, yet you agreed to perform. So now that the tickets come out and the lineup comes out, you mad and now you don't want to perform. So the only thing that made sense to me is that they didn't put his name on the flyer.
I mean, it could have been a typo. It could have been anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
if a
mean,
contract has been placed in your hand, obviously you're contracted to come provide a service, and that is which
and everybody
the
kept
talent
asking him
is.
like, what is your problem? Like, what does that even mean? You keep saying it's not about headline, it's about respect, and they don't respect me. Well, what is it about? If it was the flyer, just say that. I'm performing, I'm from DC, and they didn't even put me on the flyer, so I'm not doing it. Okay, cool. That's a reason. But at this point, it sounds like you mad because you're not headlining. But you're not headline. Did they tell you who was going to headline? And you're not like, you signed up for it. So what the hell is there to be mad about? I don't know. So he's been on Twitter going back and forth with people all day.
See, and this is the reason why he ain't got a classic album.
You said what?
This is the reason why he doesn't have a classic album because he got a ton of hits.
Somebody definitely tweeted him that, like, bro, Wale has had this, and this, like, running shit down. Like, he needs to shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah, like, hell of an artist. But you be concerned about all. It's always something with him. It's always like he's concerned with all the wrong things. You know
Oh
what I'm
shit, you
saying?
on tour? Go on, be on tour.
Yeah.
This shit ain't till May.
yeah.
You don't know what kind of
She didn't have to
sorry.
go.
um,
Yeah.
like the shit's in May. You on tour right now, worried about some shit that happened in May. Maybe they gonna have some more flyers that come out. Maybe you ain't the only nigga that wasn't on the initial flyer. Like, who knows? Who the fuck cares? Are you performing? Great. Go on, get your
Like
number
you
lined
out
up.
getting the bag right now. That bag ain't till May.
Exactly.
You can resolve that in a few weeks, or however you want to do it. But I guess, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so moving right along.
Yeah.
I'm sick of his
Yeah.
shit. I love him, I do, but I'm sick of his shit. Atlantic is getting called out by a couple of artists today.
I seen
Meek
NBA.
and NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, I was about to say I seen NBA Young. Man, I ain't even get a chance to read the Meek thing you had sent.
Oh,
I
child,
went
it's
through it.
long, huh?
I went through it and read it about what Meek was saying. I mean, just a lot of just seem like just trying to manipulate everything in their favor. Just a typical, artist label spat. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, um, it's whack. One of the things he said was, which project was it, Destiny, that he was saying that they wanted it to be a mixtape. I believe was it Dreams and
DC4.
Nightmares?
DC4.
Yeah, DC4. And
Mm-hmm.
it was like, yo, that did 20 million. and they want to count that at not 20 million, but how many did he say?
Yeah, he said 20 million.
Yeah. He said y'all made 20 million off of it, and they want to count it as a mixtape. You know, so one thing I didn't know was he brought Roddy Ricch to the front step, and they pushed him out of the way, which I think I'm like, damn, that's pretty wild. But yeah, it just seemed like just typical label doing what they do. And people should just take heed of it. Get your notes out, like we've been saying.
Hey. So does man, I thought Dallas bought Roddy to Atlantic.
I thought he did too.
Well,
You got him saying it, so like I said, man, the artists need to start taking notes, man. I don't know how many times we gonna see this story over and over again. It's getting pretty damn irritating, and it's like I don't know how much more you want people to be, sympathetic for you when you know that these labels don't have your best interest. It's always the best interest for them.
Yeah, I can and it's crazy because I was just looking at it now, and he was talking about they didn't put nothing into his album, and to be honest with you, just from the outside looking in, it don't look like they did. Like, I mean, you can see that as just like the consumer
Yeah.
that they didn't, you know what I'm saying, that nobody didn't really put nothing, you know what I'm saying, into it like that.
You got a
So
rap on the bus.
exactly. Which I mean, I'm like, damn, did
he
the
probably
label
paid
even do that, or that's like his
Mhm.
own, promotion or whatever the
Mhm.
case was.
make
So
sure.
I'm like, I don't know. And then we thought his problem was with Ross, but it don't look like it's necessarily Ross. That's
Yeah.
it don't look like he don't really got nothing to do with that. So
And see, and this is where I get confused at B is because we know with any my thing is with distribution deals, whoever you sign to, and if they get a distribution deal, that money is trickled down to that label, and then that label's supposed to take care of the artist, right?
mm-hmm.
So like, what's the dynamic now if you're pushing Ross out of the way and you're going straight to Atlantic? It almost sounds as if the situation with Wayne and Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need some clarity on how this is done because that's the type of blueprint that I've always known. You know what I'm saying? That's like with anything. Like whoever you were with. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a higher up that's giving you funds, then whoever's getting rewarded with those funds, they take care of whoever's under them. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm lost at. Because like just like you said, B, I thought it would be him, the situation with him and Ross, but now it's like he's talking directly to Atlantic Records.
Yeah, he ain't just saying the label. Yeah, he's directly saying Atlantic Atlantic Records. But man, I don't know. To my knowledge, I think a lot of times what happened is like these indie labels like that, they sign these deals, but
Damn,
they controlled by the machine.
power just went out. What the hell? God, damn. What is going on?
In the dark.
What the hell just happened?
If the power out, his internet about to go out too.
Yeah, I'm like, how you still on the internet and the power out?
There we go. The hell
I got the
going on?
generator.
Damn. This is a fucked up episode, y'all.
No, this is actually good.
This snowstorm got us.
This shit gonna for sure be the clip. Oh shit!
Oh shit. And for a minute, I'm thinking like, damn, I paid the bill. Like, bill ain't due. Like, what's going on? I look under the door, like, oh, lights are still on over there.
Oh shit,
What's
man!
going on?
I'm like, what is going on here?
Oh shit.
You're right. Your heart racing over there. Looking.
Oh, Oh, a fuse blew. All right. Okay. Yeah, my heart got the racing a little bit. I'm like, I know that bill ain't due yet. I know that bill ain't due yet. Don't do that. Oh shit. Okay.
Cause they nigga, they didn't cut y'all shit off at almost 8 p.m.
Damn.
The meter man running late to cut your shit off.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Man, I don't even remember what was
We was talking about Meek.
Oh, so yeah, I think these the labels, right? I think they sign like, these deals, and technically the like Atlantic Records or whatever the case is really the ones controlling shit.
Yeah.
They telling them, you know what I'm saying, what to do because they the ones that's giving out the money, really. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But
That's what I'm saying. It's like it just seems like they're the one working everything. So, excuse me, is Maybach Music was just the look and just look cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I don't know. NBA, yeah, I seen NBA Youngboy say something about Atlantic too.
Yeah, I seen. Yeah. I don't
Anywho, R. Kelly got COVID in jail.
What do they do for niggas who got COVID in jail? Like, what's
Go to
the protocol?
Yeah, they go to the infirmary. they gotta quarantine.
Yeah, they quarantine their ass. They put them on lockdown.
Yeah, they put them on lockdown.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get this right, or let me get this straight. So you get sick and you feeling fucking horrible, and they put you on. They punish your ass for being sick.
If you don't want to find out,
I mean, that's what a quarantine is. Hell.
I mean, but I get it. But it's like, do it got to be considered lockdown? Like,
yeah,
it's lockdown because he can't come out that damn
he can't come out. Yeah.
So do they move his cellmate? I mean, he ain't got no cellmate, but I'm just saying, like, other people who catch COVID.
I mean, I would hope the conditions of how they go about COVID is way better than what it was, at the beginning.
Or maybe they quarantine them all together.
Yeah, they was all in there bunched up. So I would think, if he got a cellmate, you know what I'm saying, he got to go quarantine too.
They all quarantine together, writing songs, singing along.
Damn, Kelly.
Is the symptoms bad?
I don't know. They just said that the judge gave him an extension on his appeal because he got COVID.
No. Want his ass in there.
Man, that nigga gonna be fighting for the rest of his life.
Man.
Trying to get out. Like,
oh no.
That nigga needs Method Man to come to the rescue.
He do.
That nigga needs him as a lawyer.
He do. Speaking of jail, Baby Blue is on his way to the feds. He's turning himself in to serve his 20-month sentence for PPP loan fraud.
Oh yeah.
Who is this you talking about?
Oh, dude from Pretty Ricky, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude from Pretty Ricky. Right. He put his address on his social media page so you can write him.
Okay. Ain't nobody doing that, champ.
I cried when I saw that. Like, oh my god, he gonna get out thinking he just the hardest nigga out because he did Fed time. Boy,
yeah,
you don't go. Versus. Y'all tuning in for the Valentine's Day versus?
I seen you say, fuck this.
Anthony Hamilton and Music Soul Child.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Why?
Never been a big Music Soul Child fan. Never. Yeah. And Anthony Hamilton, I mean, It's Anthony Hamilton. You can catch him at your local park singing. I'm not about to watch that. Nothing taken away from him. No, I'm just not. I don't. Me personally, I get it, the whole Valentine's Day deal, but like, dog, how y'all ended off the year was definitely not on a high note with the whole Mafia and Bone. All right, this how y'all gonna start off the first verse?
Hey, was Shaka Khan and was the Shaka Khan one right before the Bone one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch both of them.
It didn't end on a high note. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all gonna come with this mid-ass verses? No.
Well, they probably scared now. They probably trying to tread lightly, like it's Black History Month. We can't have these niggas on here acting a damn monkey.
Yeah, I just like
Safe.
I am a Music Soul Child fan, right? But I'm just scared of his live performances because the videos and everything else I've seen of him as of late performing live have not been great. So I don't know. We'll see.
I was getting ridiculed all in my inbox for that little post on my story. Like, fuck this. I'm like, y'all can go. Y'all excited about little landscaping Anthony and little lazy eye music performing? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But how can you tell me Anthony Hamilton don't like he own a landscaping company?
Oh my god!
You know. Yeah. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is this: how you start the year off with this mid ass verses.
Yeah, I don't believe like it should have kicked off the year. Like if they was gonna do that, I feel like they probably should have did like something else before that in January or something. Like
exactly.
they supposed to come like with a, you know what I'm saying, come out the gate with a bang.
Yeah.
I do believe that. Like, and it is kind of one of them ones where it's just like, I mean, it's cool because it's just something to watch, but it ain't like.
I mean,
it ain't must see TV.
Yeah, he put this shit on Tubi.
It's on Tubi. You said it is. Oh, you said they need to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't put that on YouTube, man. Go and put it on Tubi, man.
Go and put that on Tubi. Nick Cannon got another baby on the way, and I just
man,
I hope he get tested, man.
They're all like back to back, like
that's
he just had one pass and then bought another one
pass in December, and now this girl, they had their baby shower like a couple of days ago. Bree somebody, Teresi, I don't know who that is, but Lord. And it's another boy, apparently.
Yeah, what I wonder is he like purposely like, man.
Yeah, he said he is. He said like that is his goal, is to spread his seed in his name. Yikes.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
And then Kanye. So I don't know if he's doing that. Okay, so he's supposedly doing this fashion line and doing a show on Skid Row, but not in partnership with Skid Row Fashion Week. So Skid Row Fashion Week was like, we don't know nothing about that. Like, he hasn't approached us about it. So apparently, like we said, that's not going to end well. He's doing his own shit with homeless people. I just don't think that's a great idea. Just because like you got to work with people who are in the trenches with them every day. Like, cause you Kanye, this is a fashion show, like a real one. Man, they gonna tear that fucking show up, okay? I don't know how that's gonna work, but
how you gonna defend this, B?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I'm sure Dave thought of whatever could happen in some ways strategically, has a plan to pull pull this off. I mean, I really don't know what goes into it. However, I've seen this nigga pull off a lot of things. So I don't know what the vision is. I don't. Mm-mm. What I will say is that I am, no matter how it goes, I'm happy to that he's doing something for Skid Row. I mean, if you go down there, it's pretty sad looking. So hopefully it goes well for him. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, I mean, maybe somebody else will get an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, from it. I did see, when was this? Yesterday? He made that post saying nobody don't ask him about no NFTs. He concerned with the real
They was
world.
mad about it too. I'm like, why was
But I
that necessary to
understand,
post?
probably from his perspective, people probably looking at him like, all this Yeezy shit go crazy. Anything he touched pretty much is like going crazy. So I know he been getting hit up like crazy about, if he dropped anything NFT, that shit will just probably soar through the roof. So I can't respect the fact that he said that he's focused on shit, the real
It ain't
world,
gonna stop people from asking his ass every
in
day. Just
real
minute.
in real solving real issues, because a lot of people just see all this NFT. I don't fully understand.
Either.
I don't I don't get a lot of the excitement of this virtual like world and buying property and land and all that shit virtual. Like what are we talking about? Like what is, I don't get it. I don't get the metaverse. I don't
I can't
know.
feel no aluminum siding. I can't feel the grass. Keep it.
Yeah, I don't
Keep it.
I don't understand what all this. I don't know. Like I don't understand the hype of owning something that's like a digital copy of something. Like I don't know. I don't understand it.
But
I mean, it's basically just like, I don't know how do I explain it. Like if Basquiat made something and only made it available as a computer screensaver or a wallpaper on your
yeah.
computer, like people would pay for that. You can put it on your laptop, but
Yeah.
you can't. It's not a physical painting, so it's just the same thing as just buying any other kind of art, but it's
But right,
digital
so
version
what would make that more valuable, right?
because
If
it's
things
one of
like,
one.
yeah, but what will make that more valuable, right? If you couldn't go screenshot an NFT, if you couldn't go screen record,
So the
like,
value comes from the certificate that you get saying that you are the owner of it.
yeah,
So I mean, but that's with anything. Any painting can be replicated. So it's about having the original, and the way that you prove that you have the original is that you have this digital certificate. Just
Okay.
like any other physical thing, like anything can be copied, digital or not. So I mean, the value just comes from it being one of one and the fact that you own it. And it's really just about selling it and trading it. Like it's not a physical thing. So it's easier to sell. It's easier to move. It's easier to, basically for the value to increase because it's easy to liquidate, basically.
But before we get off Kanye, on a serious note, like I hope he does this right. Like B said, I've never been to Skid Row. I've only heard about it and I've seen news clips on it. And not only do you have people out there with mental illnesses, but you got people out there that's actually working 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? They working 9 to 5s and they're coming there sleeping there because we know the housing situation in California is just ridiculous. So I just hope his team put together something that'll be definitely beneficial to that community out there because it's definitely needed, from mental illness to just people finding housing. So hopefully this clothing line, this fashion show definitely puts a scope on, what needs to, change down that way for them. See, for once I said something positive.
exactly. I'm proud, man.
Look at
Proud,
you. Well,
proud.
not to fuck that positivity up, but if you want to change Black History Month to Black
Man,
Futures,
I heard that shit,
I'm
man.
like,
Ain't
Hey, what's all right? So what's the harm here?
Because it's like he wants to get like, to me, I read it as, I don't want to talk about the past.
Yeah.
We just want to talk about the future. You can't talk about
Okay,
the future without talking about the
but
past.
listen, didn't we just sit up here and say we just sit up here and said this that every year they show us the same shit
Because
all
we
the
want
time?
new things. There's more to our
Yeah, but I
culture
get it.
than
I
Yeah.
get it. But
those things.
I don't think there's any I mean, yeah, you can we can still discuss the history, of course.
Yeah.
But I don't think like there's any harm in discussing
The
the
future.
future
I
and
don't
what's
have.
of
I'm not.
today and who's doing stuff like
But
I
why
think
you
the
got to
issue
change the name
lies.
though?
I think the issue lies with erasing the past.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I
one
get it.
thing to say, let's have a month where we celebrate Black futures. That's fine.
I don't
Absolutely.
think
But
the intent is to be like let's forget about the past. I think the intent is exactly what we keep saying is like stop showing us this same shit. Like we don't want to keep seeing this same shit. Or I think his point was, and I think I heard him because I heard him talk about this a long time, a while ago, months ago or whatever. But he was saying that they were he felt like they keep throwing the same shit in our face every Black History Month in terms of like reminding us of, slavery and all that type of stuff. So I think he's just trying to change the narrative and like let's talk about what is of today and maybe how far we've come versus like this
But see,
is like showing the same shit again.
the thing is though, then we say that, but then we have a conversation about, hey, it's kids that don't even know what slavery is. So I think the saying is, you can't go nowhere unless you know where we've been. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I don't see nothing wrong with talking about things of now because it to me, I'm all for being able to, give thanks to the people that's doing things now because it's history. You know what I'm saying? It's our history. We're celebrating our own. So whether it's now or then, I think it needs to be spreaded, and then also just not to get too critical with it. You know, it's the education system. You know what I'm saying? You go into these different states and you see that saying, hey, this is the things that you have to teach. You know what I'm saying? You got some of these teachers that are scared to jump out there and say, hey, I'm not even gonna touch MLK. This is what I'm gonna give you guys, and it don't even have to be about slavery. Like, man, I remember when I was in elementary school, we did a Black History Month, and our class showed the history of music. You know what I'm saying? Like we did rock and roll, we did jazz. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many other things. Like our history is so widespread that you
Mm-hmm.
can just pick here and there instead of it just honing in on just us struggling because it's not. It hasn't always been a struggle. We definitely have a lot of things that we've created. I mean, like we said before, we're the tastemakers. You know what I'm saying? We make things, we make this whole world go around in regards of everything that they're following. It's us that's doing this. And it needs to be celebrated too. But I don't think just um throwing away the past is gonna help.
I think that when people think about Black History Month, like they always go to like the old shit, the 60s and before, like that kind of history. But they forget like history is we make history every day. So while I appreciate the fact that he wants to celebrate Black futures
Yeah.
and put more emphasis, more energy into that, I don't think that it has to come at the price of not acknowledging those things in the past. And I don't agree with this whole February is now Black Futures Month. Like why can't we, basically it's like we as in just people in general stop being so lazy and just throwing the MLKs and the Sojourner Truths out
Yeah.
there. There's other things that we can talk about that are technically in our past that don't have to be the same old ho hum stuff. So, we can absolutely pull out other things to talk about. So it's not the same old, depressing, dragging on 30 Years a Slave watching movie every year.
We all exhausted.
Boy.
We all exhausted from the shit. You know what I'm saying? But for those that don't know, like, I seen somebody the other day say they didn't know who Emmett Till was. And it wasn't even coming from a place of being funny. Just didn't know. And people was trying to tear him down. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, just can someone enlighten me? This is a grown young man. And it's just like, those are the, this is the why I think the past is needed, because you have somebody to come up and say you don't know who it is. You're like, oh damn, you acting like he's saying he ain't never played spades or something. You know how we get that whole knee-jerk reaction. You need those things, man. And I feel like Black history shouldn't just be involved with the past, because like Jess said, we doing great things every day. Every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, B, what you doing in Flint, that's Black history. You know what I'm saying? For you to be in those rooms and everything, and it's somebody from the city, like, those are things that need to be celebrated. Those are things that need to be put a spotlight on, because, like I said, right along with the good, they need to be shown the bad. I mean, right along with the bad, they need to be shown with the good. So,
no, I agree. It need to be a healthy balance.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, from obviously showing where we came from and also putting a spotlight on what's happening of today. Now, me just reading through, you know what I'm saying, the headlines of like reading past the headlines, I'm thinking, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this, I'm thinking with Kanye, because he do this a lot of times, like he gonna go to the furthest extreme, like say the most extreme thing, but in all actuality, like he knows, like he not about to erase, he don't mean like erase the past, because he know that the shit ain't gonna never change from Black History Month, but he's just trying to put a spotlight on the future things as well. And now he got us we having this conversation about, you know what I'm saying, the future things or whatever, and in hopes that it sparked these same conversations in other people as well, to start talking more about, you know what I'm saying, what we doing now, and, you know what I'm saying, like, not just the same old things. I'm hoping it helped with that.
I hope so too. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's just a trickle down effect from just us having this conversation to we got our babies in the classroom and they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because of all these other pitfalls we got throughout the system that continues to have situations like I just explained earlier. We can't always say we got to take it among ourselves, because we got people among ourselves that don't have a clue, or they just don't. They're not mindful of it. There's so many other things going on in their life to where they're not even thinking about sitting down having these conversations, because they're too busy trying to survive. So like you said, a healthy balance needs to be created. In any arena when it comes to this month. You know what I'm saying? So people can understand it. So that's my spiel.
Boom.
What else we got, Destiny?
That's all I got today, really. Niggas been nigging, but
man, well, hold on. I got one for you before we go.
Oh shit.
Where is it? Where is it? This just came hot off the press. Rick Ross doesn't understand math, especially multiplication.
What?
Yeah. So let me pull it up. Post. I just seen, Rick Ross admits he never understood math in school, says he still hasn't learned multiplication. Sir.
What?
Sir. You so dope.
Did he?
I mean,
allegedly.
All the associates I know back home,
ripping boys off. Clearly,
they had to know. They had to have some type of form of multiplication. Like, you sit around enough of them, they'll do a whole story problem trying to flip a few things. Sir, I don't know. I don't know
either. I mean, even just like legally, I mean, the businesses that you have now, like, how don't you know multiplication, nigga. You can't add or subtract if
If you
like
don't know how to multiply.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
like
foundation. So what? I mean, when it comes to doing a 20 piece, you can't say like, oh, let me get 20 pieces. I mean, 10 pieces, because I'm like, well, what's 10 plus 20? I mean, 10 times 2, Ross.
that ain't,
He gonna be lost.
yeah.
Like, sir, just drop the 0 and bring 2 times 1. There you go,
Listen,
baby. It's 20. You got 20 of them things. So that just came across my news feed, and I was just like B said, sir, you got multiple streams of revenue.
tragic.
How in the world do you not know your multiplication?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You
All right.
better look. We got songs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do too.
Who going first? I go first. Um, First I'm gonna do Erica Badu "Hello" featuring Andre 3000. I do Outcast "Liberation" and a new one. B, you probably don't like this, but Johnny P's "Caddy" with Benny the Butcher and J. Cole.
I listened to it. I listened to it. I mean, it's cool. You know, it is what it is. I guess you want me to go next? Okay.
Yeah.
My first one is "Win or Lose" by Mobb Deep.
Damn, that used to be me and Steve. Shit.
That was that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
My next one is a high school classic, "Pimp Hard" by 8 Ball MJG. I'm pretty
Was
sure.
we? Yeah. Was that high school? Then?
Yeah, that was high school, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that was high school. I'm pretty sure this was played at multiple homecomings. Picking up your date. I know it was definitely one for me. And right along as always, even though this is Black History Month, it is also Dylan Month. 16 years ago, we lost one, probably the best hip hop producer in my eyes. And, I always got to dedicate a spot for him throughout this month. And the dedication this week will be MC Squared featuring Common off the, what album was that? The Shining. Shining. So, yeah, it's Dylan Month for me, along with Black History Month. Destiny, it's your turn.
My turn. So, Cinead Harnett. She is one of my faves right now. We're going to go with Let Go.
All right.
And then I got put on a new person today. What is her name? Samantha Marks, maybe?
Okay.
Amber Mark. I don't know where Samantha came from. Amber Mark. And we are going to go with her song called One. And then for my third trick, I think I'm gonna do Music Soul Child.
Which one?
Love, because it's one of my favorite songs to sing in the car.
Okay.
I'm a car karaoke queen. And that's my jam.
All right.
That's all I got, folks.
You want to do the songs you be rapping? Only rap too, right?
Was he?
Hey, we gonna forget that part of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I forgot his rap name.
Hustle.
Yeah, Hustle. Yeah, we gonna
rap name?
Music Soul Child. The Hustle is the Hustle, I think.
Hustle.
The Hustle.
Mm.
Yeah. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, whatever you watch and listen to podcasts on. And that concludes episode, I think this 32.
32.
Hey, look at us. We've been there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
All right, y'all.
Bye.
All right, see you.